start just by, saying a few thank yous, just for thanking everyone for coming. Everyone who was definitely instrumental in making this happen. Definitely for my family and for the city. I'd just like to thank everyone from the city of Fort Myers for helping, Miss Lisa Martin, with the overwhelming gesture, definitely, of naming this street after me. So I'd like to thank Miss Lisa Martin as well as the city. Definitely for helping me out. As a person, like my mom said, I tend to be very, very humble. So when I was approached in the locker room, I was approached by one of our personnel people. He came up and he told me about naming the street after me, and I thought, man, who wants to name a street after me? And he literally had to run me down about naming the street after me, because in the back of my mind, I didn't think I was worthy, of having a street named after me. And the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I kept saying, man, this is really overwhelming. Who am I, really to have a street named after me? But I think through the whole process, what I really learned is that at the end of the day, God is going to have His say. I really understood that. And I think that's definitely what it's about. It's times I get up in the morning and I'm tired. Of course, I'm playing a tough physical sport. I'm tired. And of course, I got two young, beautiful kids, a young, beautiful family. I have a family to look after. I have an extended family. And it's definitely tough times right now for everyone. And definitely life is hard and the struggle is hard. And I think about how many times I've actually rehearsed going through that. How many times I saw my mother, Sandra Smith, go through major back surgeries, get up every morning, have to raise 4 kids, not come in the house until 5 o'clock, come right in the house, take us to football practice, take me to basketball practice, baseball practice, volleyball, track and field. She had me involved in 5 sports. And I didn't sometimes understand it, but then I understood after a while that she was a genius. All the things that was going on in the neighborhood, she would drive me right past all those things every day. And even though I know she got tired, she still managed to get up and be able to do that. So, for me, to sign a paperwork, to get up here and speak, sign a few autographs, that's really nothing. For what I've seen my mother go through and what everyone right now is definitely going through. And God definitely has a way of making you understand things as you go through the process. And I had a friend by the name of Corey Jordan that I lost in high school when we were a senior in high school. And if anybody know Corey was a funny guy, just a character. So we had a senior class meeting. I came into the auditorium, and I thought I had a pretty nice figure, so I was wearing this tight shirt. Anyhow, I sat down in the senior class meeting, and Corey said, "Man, this shirt's so tight on you, it's gonna make your head explode." So I was really upset with Corey. I was really upset. I hadn't talked to him the whole day, and then finally we happened to cross paths, which I don't think was by mistake. We happened to cross paths at the end of the day, right before we were breaking to leave school. And Corey was like, "Man, I love you, man. Everything you represent. I love you. I look up to you. We get up, we go fishing 5 in the morning, man. And you're a guy, you always treat me good. I love you, man. Really, from the bottom of my heart, I love you." And 2 hours later, I received, a call that Corey had accidentally, shot himself in the head. Which was very tragic. Tragic for everyone in Maryland High School at that time. Tragic for our family. Tragic for his family. Tragic for everyone who knew Corey. But Corey was able to tell me that he loved me. Before he was gone. I'm sure the person Corey was, he told quite a few people that before he had a chance. So for me to get up every morning and do what I have to do is a way for me to tell my family I love them. I never know when I'm going to go. We never know when we're going to go. So we can never take anything for granted out here. So when I get up every morning, I kiss my kids, I get up, I go to work, I stand up here on this podium. What I do for the community is really nothing. What we do for the community is really nothing, because we have to let each other know that we love each other every day. That's really all that matters at the end of the day. And that's really what, drives me as a person, is to get up and to show those efforts and to get that response from the community, to get that response from my family, to get that response from my teachers, because they did that for me. I have a teacher as well as my former basketball coach who was here by the name of Timothy Mahoney in the back. Stand up, come on. You know I was gonna do this. God definitely found a way to place him in my life. You know, I had a time where I was wandering a little bit, where I was in, you have to understand who your angels are as well. You know, I think in this life, a lot of people are going to come in your life, and sometimes as young kids, we think a lot of things are cliche. We think when people tell you to work hard, we think when they tell you to be nice to you, respect your elders, to be nice. We think all those things are cliche, and, you know, we kind of want to do our own thing. And he was a person that was always in my ear, that always made me do the right thing, even when I wanted to wander a little bit, and it got tough on me, and I wanted to pat myself on the back a little bit. He was always there keeping me in line. And I think, you know, that's a lesson definitely for the kids out here, you know, to understand. One of the biggest moments for me is when I went back to have my jersey retired at Mariana High School, which Mr. Mervin was there, Peter Manona, who was the athletic director, was there, and quite a few guys I played with, they were there. But the most special thing to me was every woman that worked in the cafeteria that served me food, they were there. And they took the opportunity to come out and try to, you know, and fix me a meal because they really wanted to relive that moment. They said, Earnest, you were always nice to me. You always, you know, treated us well. You always respected us. And it was something my mom taught me that I always did just because it was second nature. You know, it wasn't something that I did because I thought I was going to get some type of return. It was just second nature. And God has a way of unveiling these things to you. So when I came back and I saw these women, that was really the moment that really touched me, was to be there and to see them and to talk to them and be able to hug them again, and, you know, for them to feel as if I gave them something when I was just doing, you know, kind of what I've been told to do, or kind of what God has, you know, commanded all of us to do. I'm not smart enough, or I'm not athletic enough to plan all this. You know, to come out here and have the kids out here, to have everyone from the city out here, you know, to have a street named after me. It's all been about God. I'm just a vehicle for, you know, what He wants done at the end of the day. And like I said, you know, God is going to have His say, and we're all going to cross paths. And I just, you know, not big, but I just ask for everybody to just, you know, during these times, it's tough. Let's just treat everyone great. And this is what happens. I'm a football player, and I've come across the paths of a lot of great football players. And like I said, God definitely put me in a position to be able to touch everyone, to be able to go through a situation with me and my wife went through. Where is she, by the way? My wife, where is she? Who I can't, you know, do anything without. You know, she was definitely there for me. She allowed me to just really, you know, focus on football and really just be the person I was by, you know, really taking it in the family. I didn't have any, you know, reservations about doing that because I saw my mom do it, you know, for so many years by herself. You know, so when she stepped up and did that for me, as a lot of women that I know here, that Lisa Martin at one point did, that's why she kind of identified with the story, because she had to go through the same situation for a while, you know, being a single parent. So, you know, when you get a chance, kids, when you get a chance, you know, hug your mothers, hug your fathers. The people that get up, that come teach you every day, that wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, to prepare class for you, you don't really understand what that means at the end of the day. That's not an easy thing to do. But definitely, what I definitely like to say is that at the end of the day, it's all about people. You know, it's all about touching each other. And that's the reason I think I'm kind of up here today, that God has allowed me to do that. It's not really about football. I play with a lot of guys. There's been a lot of football players from this area. There's been a lot of guys who's come through sports. But it's definitely about people being able to identify with the story, especially during the times we're going through now, you know, where people losing jobs. You know, we're going to war. You know, we never know where the next meal is going to come from for a lot of people. So I think that's what people identify with, and that's that struggle. You know, that struggle with me and my family. We were going hotel to hotel, and we were on the streets. We had to lean on each other. That's what everyone does at the end of the day. So I definitely like to thank you all for allowing me to lean on you, allowing me to fulfill my vision for what I see as far as the community and what we see at EarnestGraham, you know, for what we want to do for the community. So I definitely thank you all for all coming out here today, supporting the foundation, you know, supporting us going on here in Fort Myers. So I definitely thank you for coming out. Continue to enjoy the festivities, and thank you once again.